Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. I shall see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today. So relaxing as per usual. I'm recording now because usually I am busy for most of the day. And I usually record these, I suppose, after I come back. Normally there's something more to talk about, but this time I was just like, okay, I got like a bit over 20 minutes until I need to go. So I'm like, that gives perfect time to record an Animal Crossing episode. Get uploading them and leave, you know. I will probably cut it a bit short, so I'll probably make it 15 minutes rather than 20 minutes, just in case. But good morning, everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 11:39 AM on Sunday, January 18th, 2026. I forget that we're here early enough for Daisy May again. So I'm here all dressed up. Well, actually, not all that dressed up, to be honest. It's very casual sort of dress up. But yeah, what should we talk about? We did two things, major things, I suppose, last evening. One being that we did a lot of like this Pokemon drawing challenge thing, our late night drawing club, as I like to call it. We took some prompts from some other people who were in call, and we made four of us for first one, and then four of us for next two, made some Pokemon based off of it, and it's pretty fun, to be honest. I can't see the images that not everyone posted it. It's like, most of us posted theirs. So it's very interesting. Like the first one, the prompt was Durian, Fear, Finality. The next one was Wobbly, Knees, Angry, Sneeze. And the third one was Merry, Fruit, Stationary. If you want to try and make your own Pokemon from that prompt. And the other thing we did was we played, me and a friend played a bit of Wonderland, which you might be like, what the heck is that? And that is basically Genshin Impact's own version of Roblox within the game. And when I say that, I don't, it's not even a joke, like 100% is just so Roblox coded. Like I didn't really grow up playing Roblox. I think I was basically just too old, or it just missed me. Because definitely if I was at the right age for it, I probably would be. But instead I played Habit Hotel, definitely earlier than I should have. Club Penguin and Neopets was really what I played growing up, but Roblox, it definitely seemed like it was like a good 5 years or something after I stopped playing those sort of things. Which I don't mean any, well, okay, I was going to be like, I don't mean any shade against the concept of Roblox, but you know, the Roblox developers are like, ugh, like, and I'm not going to go into it, but definitely have said some very questionable things, is perhaps how I'll put it. But yeah, like Wonderland is basically the Genshin Impact equivalent of it, and it's actually kind of crazy, you know, what people have made in it. Like, I can't imagine the amount of commitment and time required to make some of these levels, which are in the game, you know. Like, I'd played like some of the solo levels, but only like really quick ones. Because it was just like, oh, there is like a daily quest where you can do it. But then like I stopped doing that because I was like, I'm never really going to play this, so what's the point? Not that I don't like the concept of it, but I'm like, it just seems like a lot to get stuck into, you know? Part of me sort of just like, why would I play this if I could play like, I don't know, something else in that same genre? What would that be? I don't really know. But I mean, I say this a lot, like with like level editors and stuff like that, but I'm just like, in general, like I don't have that much of a, while I like to think of myself as both a creative and a technical person, those sort of things in games that end up annoying me because I'm just like, I don't like the restrictions that end up being put on it a lot of the time. But I am thoroughly impressed by like the level, like the scale of things that can actually be made in it. Like, not sponsored, obviously. And like the first one we played was like a It Takes Two style, sort of like 2-player adventure where it was like a prison break and then we had to do some platforming cooperatively. Was it difficult platforming? No, not really. But it was pretty cool to see. When we played another one, which was like a jungle temple escape or something, which had a very similar thing, which apparently had a branching path in it, which I was like, that's crazy. And a branching path and an optional difficult DLC. And I kept saying to my friend as we were playing, I was just like, I cannot believe that someone made this in Miniature Wonderland. Like, I don't know what the scale of what you can do actually in it, but like I thought it was like a level editor sort of thing, because they had like events like it before where you could just like make obstacle courses essentially. So I thought that's what it was kind of like. And when I saw people made stuff like this, and I was like, this is crazy, impressively crazy, I will say. And then we did like a background music quiz, a couple of them. That was pretty cool. And then we played Pictionary in it, and using probably one of the worst control schemes ever. But it's not about the fact that it was a easy to use control scheme, it's the fact that it was even possible in the first place. I was like, what? And by the way, it's very difficult drawing Genshin Impact characters in that Genshin Pictionary game, but I was very impressed that it even existed. And it turns out, really randomly, I seem to have a very good memory for exactly the eye colours of the Genshin Impact characters. Why? I've genuinely got no clue whatsoever. just in my mind, like we were talking about it, and I was like, what eye colour does this character have? And I was like, in my mind it's this colour. I don't know if that's right. Turns out, I think it was right every time. I'm gonna try to test myself on that. That seems like a bad thing to test yourself on, because I'm just like, if I'm right too often, then isn't that kind of weird? I don't know, I think that to me eyes are a very important part of character design, so I guess now I think about it, it's not actually that weird. Let's see. Genshin random character generator. I'll test myself on like a few. Okay, Skirk. Okay, Skirk to me, I think she has like blue with a slight tinge of purple eyes. Or maybe, no, I think they're very purple eyes now I think about it. I think it's just she is very blue, so now I'm thinking that. Okay, we're kind of like, but more of a pinkish purple, I think. Okay, fair enough. I mean, that's kind of close. Yunjin. Oh, Yunjin, I don't remember the slightest. Yunjin to me has like reddish pink eyes. Okay, that's Yunjin from the Seraphim. I'd say they're more of an orangey red than a reddish pink. Than a pinky red. That's still pretty close though. I'm in the right ballpark. Clorind. I'll be honest, I can't even imagine Clorind's eyes right now. Maybe they're just purple. Maybe that's why. Yeah, okay, they're just purple, that's why. Alright, fair enough. But, like, that's pretty good guessing, I think, all things considered. But yeah, I mean, it just kind of made me think, because, like, people do make, like, these sort of, like, crazy level things in Roblox. Like, I watched a video once on, I can't remember what it was called, but basically their equivalent of, like, Dead by Daylight or Repo or whatever. What was it? Roblox version of Dead by Daylight. Because I don't know, like, what level you can do of things in Roblox. Maybe it wasn't in Roblox. Maybe it wasn't Dead by Daylight, maybe it was Repro. No, what is it called? Roblox version... Roblox... Horror collaborative game. Maybe it wasn't even in Roblox. Maybe I just thought it was in Roblox and it just wasn't this entire time. It was like you play as like these little toys or something. Maybe it's not Roblox. Games like Repro. Oh, I just spelled Repro so wrong. Repo, sorry. From Pico Park. Is it not in Roblox? Beepo Factory. What the heck is this? Beepo/factory. No, this is not a thing. Google just made this up. The best repo clones on Roblox. Repo. Urpo. No, it's something... It's something else. Maybe it's not on Roblox. But I was really impressed when I saw it. It was like you play as these different characters and they have like different abilities or something. And it was like you're in a level, then like there's a couple of enemies or something. And then you had to go around like fixing generators to open the exit, something like that, and go even lower down. I don't know. it was something along those lines, and I was like, wow, I can't believe someone made this in Roblox. That's kind of crazy. So maybe I should look into like what level of customization you can even do in Mini Astro Wonderland. But then at the same time, I'm just kind of like, why would I do it in Mini Astro Wonderland instead of like learning Unity or Godot and using one of those engines instead? Because that is something I want to do. I do want to make a game at some point. I don't know necessarily the scale of a game that I'm even likely to make or anything, but it is something which I think would be genuinely pretty cool. Or like a fun experience. Like I talk about game design all the time, and you know, what about game design when actually making something? That's what it's all about. Is that what it's all about? I don't really know if that's what it's all about. But yeah, it's just kind of like, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be nice? So that's why I'm just kind of like, is there much point on me doing it on one scale, which is, I can't even think how to speak. Does it even make much sense for me to do it like oh, this is, I want to create something and I'm going to do it in like this scale of level out instead of actually like, you know, learning an engine, which I could definitely like learn an engine. And making stuff with that engine instead, you know? I feel like it just makes a bit more sense that way. But then, the alternative is, I never get around to actually doing anything like that. Because I'm just like, oh, well, what's the point of me doing it this way when I can instead just do it a different way? And if that's the case, then I don't know. What's the even point at that point? I don't know. I don't really have a good answer to that. Because it's sort of just like I understand it as like a sort of gateway. Gateway is a really weird way to describe it. Like something which leads into the other, so to speak. Because it's like, oh, you know, now you have a motivation to do so, you understand the basic building blocks. And that's what I should be doing, if that's something I want to do. Which it is, I would say. But also, I do think at the same time, there's merit to the fact that I probably would maybe get more out of it if I just like learn a game engine instead. Because I mean, I know how to program already, so it's, well, I shouldn't say already. I don't know how to program an application necessarily like that, like a video game, but it's a bit of a learning process. I want to see, what is it like? Maybe Astro Wonderland. Like what? Because I can't imagine you're allowed to like program and put your own scripts in the game. Or maybe you are, I don't know. I don't really know how it functions. I did feel like an absolute scrub playing it because I was just like, I don't know what this lobby is, I don't know what party is, how do I invite you to a game, that sort of thing. Wonderland level. That's it. No, that's a progression system. The Astro Sandbox, okay, here we go. Fast People Guide for the Editor Manual. Interface Guide. Before you read, oh my word. Concept Introduction. Units, functions. Okay, so you can actually create functions. So it actually has like a 3D model sort of interface. Whoa, okay, you actually can do like sort of scripts. Like node graphs. Oh, I see. It's kind of like even more advanced than Scratch. Maybe this is kind of like Unity-esque, isn't it? You know, that's kind of cool, actually. I genuinely didn't realise it went to that level of creation, which is why I was just like, how do people make this in this game? I was like, how did you make this in a simple level editor? It turns out it actually gives you a lot of tools to actually do this sort of thing. which is kind of cool. You know, I love that for them. I love that creative expression that people can garner, I suppose, from it. I don't know if I really had anything else to sort of add to that. It's just sort of like, wouldn't that be kind of cool to see? I don't know. Part of me is now really curious to dive into it, but I'm just also like, I should redirect that interest into like Unity or Godot or something. I wonder what like whether engine, because people, Unity had some crazy thing or something where they tried to sneak in a clause where it's like we retroactively own all your work or something like that, didn't they? So I'm like, I'm not really sure if I'd ever publish something. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. But probably best to not do it with a developer who does something like that. I don't know. Is Godot free? It is. I don't know. Maybe I'll look into that. Could be fun. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to round this episode up here. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. What? I've been Darling with Spin Animal. Wait, I've completely forgotten. How do I do an outro now? My mind is gone. If you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing and I've been Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see you again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.